You guys ready to go?
Absolutely.
Let's get it. Starting it up right now. We can go ahead and what the hell?
Hopefully this one doesn't get removed.
I'm confused.
Did they actually send you a reason why it got removed?
What'd you say?
Did YouTube actually email you a reason why it got removed?
I think it was because either what I said or what
the thumbnail could be.
Thumbnail. Because we did say something about the profession of the ladies in the room. Well, I did. So
guidelines, ironic.
Guidelines. Super guidelines.
See, Phil, because you said it, it triggered it.
It's alright though.
We still got the audio.
Let's share this to the
masses. Live with Kenny Lawrence and special guest Neil.
But I do have the live on my in the Zoom, so it'll be good. Alright. Let's actually. Alright, we good to go? Everybody cool?
Yes, sir.
Alright, man. Welcome to another episode of Inspired by True Events Sports Podcast. We back again another Thursday on this fine night. I feel good. I feel good right now. So this week's been a good week. This weekend's gonna be looking good. We got Kenny and Phil with me right now. Neil's gonna be on his way. He's out there still bowling. Gonna get arthritis in his wrist, and then be complaining to us on the next couple episodes after that league ends. So how y'all feeling, man? How's your week been? Work week, family life, all of that.
Pretty good.
Can't complain, and it's Thursday. It means one more day till the weekend, so
It's
living it up.
Friday Junior right now.
Hello.
How about you, Phil?
I'm doing pretty good. Celtics, Red Sox on pretty good hot streaks right now. Also, MLB comes out in about a couple hours, so pretty good day so far.
That boy Tatum cold-blooded, man.
Right.
He cold-blooded.
Up and pull up.
He had one game where he had the buzzer beater, and he had another game where he had 50, right?
Yep. He scored 50 the same night Levine did. And then I think against the Trailblazers last game, he hit the three with like 8-9 seconds left to win the game.
It's out here. Hold on really quick.
Playoffs.
Man, so where we want to start today? There's a lot that's been going on. Where we starting today? Football, what we doing?
Let's start with our bread and butter. Let's go football.
Football? Clowney overrated. Browns. Y'all hype. Browns fans hype. But I will say that's a talented defensive line. All of them together on one. All those guys were former we gotta circle these guys every week type guys. So I'm interested to see what they do, but I don't think Clowney does anything. He's played next to you said hot take?
No, I got one coming. I got one cooking up. It's been cooking up all day.
All right. What is it?
What's the difference between the Jadeveon Clowney to the Browns signing and Aldon Smith to the Seattle Seahawks? Like that's the level that I believe Jadeveon Clowney is on at this point.
Eldon was out. He was in his own way, but Eldon was on his way to being.
But that's my
wreckage.
point. Like you could get the same out of both of them, and the Seahawks paid significantly less money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
He played well last season too.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Jadeveon Clowney anymore. Like it's just he had his chance in Houston, and okay, he was all right. He had maybe one good year.
He had two. We had back-to-back years where he had 9 and then 9.5.
Yeah,
but it's never sniffed past 5 since.
No, and then he went to Seattle. Okay, we forgot he even played there. Then he went to Tennessee last year, and I forgot Jadeveon Clowney was in the NFL. And then he demanded all this money this year. So I don't know. Unless I'm missing something, I think that Clowney made a career off of one phenomenal hit in college.
The guy's helmet off.
Yeah, for real. But like I think it's the intangibles and like his makeup, like what he is as a human being and playing at football. That he's 6'6", runs the 4.5 and all that. And
100%. Like I'm saying all that, but like if the Falcons signed him, he would have saw me jumping up and down today. So like I'm not going to sit there and take nothing away from the man. But like really looking at it, it's like you're not getting this elite all-world talent that everyone thought he was going to be at this point in his career.
Yeah, we're not. I was gonna say I'm not impressed by him yet, but I think he's still like he has time because you see the pass rushers play for how long? Like they play well into their 30s, and he's only 27, 28 maybe, not even. So
he's got to be that age.
Yeah, so he's got time to like be like, all right. He finally shows up, and then he gets into the right system. Maybe the Browns is
I think he benefits from playing on that D line now, though, because they're all great players, so you can't just say, okay, take Clowney out of the game. But same time, we saw him play alongside J.J. Watt too, so it's not like he hasn't had another elite guy. Although Myles Garrett is really just a stud, like
Myles Garrett, and I feel like that's gonna help him even more. Not to take from J.J. Watt, but I feel like Garrett has that Watt factor where he can affect the game, but he also has the speed.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll change that in that like regard of like the quarterback going to Clowney's side, or the quarterback might be going to Garrett's side where Clowney starts to show up. But we don't know. Another thing too, we don't know how his body feels because all these players are like all broken up and everything too. So that's another thing.
It's pretty much a whole wait and see moment with Clowney because his last, like we said earlier, his last couple years wasn't that phenomenal. Like everyone was touted up to make him when he got drafted. So maybe this is the team for him, or maybe he, continues like trending downward. So it's all about whether or not we see it with Cleveland.
Yeah, but all in all, they had Sheldon Richardson, you got Garrett, you got Clowney, and who was the fourth?
Oh. Wait, I just saw the thing today.
Bleacher Report
posted
it. I think BR Gridiron did on Instagram.
Malik Jackson. That's what I thought it was.
And he was very good in Jacksonville too. So you got all those pieces. It's gonna be real interesting. Little by little, that's what they finally want to. I feel like they finally want to win the Browns organization because they were just preying on draft picks, and it was clear, like through the years. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be good for them. Defense is really good. They got a defense, and all you gotta do is get your quarterback not to turn the ball over, and y'all win 9 games, 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I got something to ask you, Kenny. Do you feel too? Same question. Do you guys feel like that defensive line is better than the Steelers' defensive line?
See, here's where it's tough because I got to see what they're going to do to replace Bud Dupree because that's big. But T.J. Watt, to me, right? I mean, I say Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt. That one's probably a toss-up. So, yeah, I'm not going to – I think that's, Cameron Hayward is getting up there in age, but he still produces. Like, I'm not taking nothing away from him. Stephon Tuitt is elite. So I really think it all comes down to who ends up being their second pass rusher now, or edge rusher. Because right now I'd say it's real close, but I can't give the edge to either one until I see what Pittsburgh's going to throw out there on opening day.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's let Nils coming in right now.
Yeah.
Nils in the building. What's good?
Hopefully his mic's muted.
Nielsen.
Oh, what's good, man?
What's going on, boys?
We starting this off how we start every.
Why you gotta fuck with me already?
Listen, how's your week been? I'm asking. I'm showing that I care.
You know I'm not in a good mood.
Why?
Why would I be? What do I have to be happy about?
I'm just asking how your week been. That's all.
Okay, what would I have to be happy about?
MLB the show.
I was about to say I didn't say you have to be happy. I said
can't get it, Phil.
I know.
I'm you know, it's my week. It's been a pretty shitty fucking week, but you know I'm gonna power through.
All right, I think I'm gonna do a comp of you literally answering the same way every single time I ask this question.
Yeah, it's a pretty shitty week.
We did like 35 episodes every single week in shitty.
It's a pretty shitty fucking week.
Oh boy!
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm just a piece of shit.
All right, so how you feel about Clowney going to the Browns, man?
I don't give a fuck about Clowney going to the Browns. That team's gonna win 9 games this year, and that's it for them. Next.
I mean, thank you, Neil. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Oh yeah, I say 10. I say 10 at best. 10.
Yeah,
10 will be
there's the extra. There's the extra week, so 9, 10.
Oh, the extra week. Okay, they're gonna win 8 games
in London.
Yeah, they'll win 8.
Oh man. Let's get right to it. We had one of the better players since we've been watching the past decade. Edelman retired. How you guys feel about that? And
Let Phil go first since he's a Patriot fan. Let him eulogize the man.
Played the world's smallest violin for him.
He's definitely one of the Boston legends when he retires, because we all know. I mean, we're gonna have our takes about if he makes the Hall of Fame or not, but one of the most clutch playoff wide receivers in history as of right now, with all the Super Bowls. He was Super Bowl MVP award. It's sad that he had to go out like this because he had to retire due to knee concerns and health issues, but he's definitely going to go down as one of the best and most well-known Boston players of all time.
Definitely. For me, I did have some choice words for him in the chat. I was just playing around a little bit. I like him because he's a guy that
he also played on broken.
Yeah, he wasn't really known, and he kind of made his own way. And it was a blessing that he went to the Patriots because he probably wouldn't have did that anywhere else. Completely, that's just the truth. But watching him come be quarterback to punt returner, kick returner, making those things happen, and then like you said, clutch in the playoffs, bro. He shows up in all the games. He shows up in the Steelers games in the playoffs every single time. He shows up in the first round, second round, Super Bowl. He shows up. But
that Falcons catch.
Tip my hat to him. Great player and everything like that. I wasn't gonna bring up the Falcons, but
guidelines.
He said guidelines. Shout out to Edelman, man. Workhorse.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had a good career, probably even a great career, but I'm so exhausted with seeing the Julian Edelman is a Hall of Famer argument. I feel like I must not watch football, or there must be another guy named Julian Edelman that retired or something, because the Julian Edelman I watched should never even be in the Hall of Fame conversation. Never going to happen.
Can we get a poll up, Lawrence? Can we get a poll on the IBTE Instagram or on Facebook? Can we get is Julian Edelman a Hall of Famer? I just want to see how many ignorant people are out there.
Because I really when I saw this argument going on, I said this kid. I thought it was a joke at first, but people genuinely are defending it and think that he's a Hall of Famer. And the thing is, it's bad because then they're someone like me comes across as a hater, but I'm not. I'm telling you, he had a great career. But there's nothing wrong with being great and not being a Hall of Famer. That's what Julian Edelman is. He's not a Hall of Fame player. He had less receiving yards than Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk's a running back, for those of you that don't know that. So you're going to put him in the Hall of Fame over that? Come on now. Let's just have a little bit more common sense, people.
Were the mostly Patriots fans saying that, I'm guessing? Because I haven't seen that on my timeline, but
there's some people battling for that.
Yeah, there's some that are, definitely a lot of Patriot fans, but there's some people that aren't Patriot fans that are saying, "Whoa, look at his number." And the argument with the playoff numbers, yes, he has phenomenal playoff numbers, but do you know how many playoff games he played in compared to other greats? way more because he was on the Patriots dynasty. If you toss Julian Edelman on the Miami Dolphins for his whole career, well, he probably would have been out of the league after his third year in the league. So let's be real about that. He was in a perfect system, and it worked out well for him, and he was great off of it. I'm not taking anything away from the guy, but under no circumstance should the word Julian Edelman and Hall of Fame ever be in the same sentence.
I mean, this might anger a lot of Patriots fans, but I completely agree with you. I'm probably one of the same level-headed.
Yeah.
Even I agree with that.
But I say this, like, once he becomes available to go in, he might get in.
There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way. Reggie Wayne's still waiting to get in. Hines Ward ain't in. Right. You're going to tell me Julian Edelman gets in over these guys?
Torrey Holt is not in.
So if he gets in over any of these guys, I'm going to Canton and I'm boycotting. I'm going to stand outside with my picket sign, and you're going to see me walking around there until all these guys.
To be honest,
it's ridiculous.
The people, the active members that are still alive in the Hall of Fame should be the ones voting the players in. It should not be a fucking writer that lived in his mom's basement from the age of 25 to 39 saying who is going to get in. They don't even know they don't even know the level it takes to even play the game. So how are they voting people? Like,
here's my thing with the Hall of Fame. Every Hall of Fame except for, like, I'd say baseball is probably the best one, but like basketball and football, I feel like they just let anybody in. Like, it's not even prestigious. Like, if Julian Edelman is in the conversation for Hall of Fame, your Hall of Fame is a joke.
What about you, Neil? How you feel, man? I know you.
Yeah, I mean, I could care less if the guy retired, to be honest with you. I think if he gets into the Hall of Fame 20 years from now, it's still a fucking joke. He doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. The only thing he's got is rings. That's it. Like, he's got nothing. Like, receptions, okay, that's cool. Yards, trash. Rings, that's it. I mean, that's legit it. So he's not a Hall of Fame, not Hall of Fame player. If y'all are saying Eli Manning is not a Hall of Famer, then Julian Edelman is not a Hall of Famer.
And you know what's crazy? The Super Bowl MVP he won probably should have been Stephon Gilmore's Super Bowl MVP. Like, that was a defensive battle. They just gave it to someone because they had to give it to someone. Like, it's not even like he got that because he had this phenomenal game. Like, there was only one touchdown scored that whole damn game. So let's stop acting like he went off and had 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, he got it because the score was 12-9.
They should have gave that to Brandon Cooks. That's what they should have given it to, for dropping
really
passes in the end zone.
Right. But we act like he had this phenomenal – they picked Julian Edelman because they couldn't pick anybody else.
Yeah, man, I'm just over it. I would love to see, like I said, Lawrence, if you could throw out a poll. I just want to see how many people actually think that he's a Hall of Famer. Like, it's crazy that this just happened. Like, we were just talking about this last week, how people get this hype surrounded around somebody when they just end something, whether it be death or retirement or whatever. As soon as it happens, it's like, oh my God. Oh, bro, Julian Edelman, bro.
Like, our generation is going like this to everything. Everything that stood up, people are just slowly erasing it. Like, this goes to the GOAT thing I was talking about. Like Kenny said it well. Like, GOAT thing is just like a compliment, but at the same time, there's some people that when they say that, they mean that shit to the heart. Like, this is one of the greatest of all time, which you're really not. But like, they just throw it around. Like, he should not. He should.
If he didn't have any rings, it would just be like another day.
If he played his career anywhere except for New England, like, those numbers, like, because the rings are what people, he's got 3 rings. That's cute. So does the 53rd man on that roster. I don't understand that.
I can see him in a couple places where he would somewhat replicate it. Probably the Chiefs. Right. But the Chiefs are later on in his career, so
if he would have went to Indy when they had Peyton early on, and then if he went to Denver when they had Peyton,
I see. But Drew, you notice the Saints too. I can see him.
Right. Well, look at the quarterbacks we're saying. Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Big Ben. Probably he needed to have one of the all-time great quarterbacks to be great. Okay, case closed.
He said Rick said he's gonna get in faster than T.O. and Ocho. They did T.O. filthy, boy.
There's a reason why T.O. and Ocho aren't in the Hall of Fame yet, though.
No, T.O.'s in.
T.O.'s in. He had to wait, four times?
Yeah, so faster than him. I see what he's saying. But, yeah, so there's a reason why those guys, took so long or aren't in yet. I mean, Ocho, I don't think he's ever going to get in.
I agree.
Yeah, probably not.
But
he's a monster.
Don't get me wrong. I was always the guy rooting for T.O., who I think he should have been in the Hall of Fame, I don't know, decades before he went in, to be honest with you. He was one of the best wide receivers you've ever seen. But like Lawrence said, back to Lawrence's point, there's no fucking reason that reporters should be voting on people getting into a Hall of Fame. Nope. Absolutely none. So that's that. Like, what is saying that they know how to vote? Like, who? It's all personal bias. It's like if I'm up there voting for Hall of Famers every single year, I'm putting a Rams player in. That's just what I'm gonna.
And listen, they 100% boycotted T.O. out of that because they personally didn't like him.
And this is why I say, in my opinion, I think the Baseball Hall of Fame is the respected one too, because those guys seem to put their bias aside when they vote. Yeah. I mean, right now we don't see Clemens or Bonds and stuff, but that's because baseball purists don't like steroids. Like, that's a whole different thing. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with their personalities, but I feel like the football writers, they hold grudges because we clearly have seen it, because there's no reason T.O. was not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Because in the locker room in November 2002, he didn't answer a question from the reporter, and now he's a voter. Like, oh, you're not getting in because you didn't answer me back then. Like, and this shit is just crazy. It's wild. I don't know how you're top. I don't know, you have top 2 in everything, and you don't get in on the first try. When you literally, like I say all the time, can you tell the person's story? Can you tell their career without telling the NFL's story? Like, and T.O. was like, for the majority of us, like growing up, T.O. was that dude. Like, regardless, and he played next to the fucking workhorse GOAT, like, and I wonder what Jerry Rice has to say about him too, because he played with him like when he was really, really young. So I don't know.
Yeah, man, he just got a bad rap. It's unfortunate. But it's whatever, man.
Phil, you were saying something before?
I think there was a whole topic being thrown about with the whole Julian Edelman Hall of Fame. If you had to pick one Patriots receiver, would you rather have Wes Welker or Julian Edelman?
Wes Welker.
Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman did it for longer, so I'd have to give it to him for the longevity.
I'm taking Julian Edelman off of 2 things over that in that argument. 1, Wes Welker arguably lost Tom Brady a Super Bowl, and 2, Julian Edelman arguably won Tom Brady a Super Bowl.
The Giants Super Bowl. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When Wes Welker dropped that pass was literally perfect.
That was it. Wasn't it a corner route?
Yep.
It was a corner route. Bounced right off corner route on the left side of the field, and the bounce right out of his hands.
It literally dropped it right in the bucket, bro. It was perfect.
I said, "Wow."
I was heartbroken when I saw that.
And who knows how long Wes Welker was taking Adderall for? So we don't even know. Imagine if they tested him for that shit earlier in his career.
That was a thing.
Yeah,
remember he got popped in the Kentucky Derby for it.
Yeah, that was literally it. Like, he took a picture. I think he took a picture of Dave Portnoy at the Kentucky Derby, and
like looking like this.
And then they tested his ass.
That was when he was playing for Denver.
Yikes!
See, but that's another guy who, like Edelman, knew, I got to play with these all-time great quarterbacks. So the Patriots don't want me no more. Let me go play with Peyton Manning. See,
he played for the Rams for a season. He played for the Rams for a season and didn't. I don't think he caught a ball.
Right.
And we had, I think, Sean Hill or somebody at quarterback, or Austin Davis or some shit like that.
See?
Some random at QB.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I'm definitely taking Julian Edelman over Wes Welker. Probably one of the greatest catches in Super Bowl history.
All right. We don't got to keep talking about it. We understand.
Oh, listen, man. We both are victims here, okay?
That game, bro, when the game is on the line like that, he had to be in like a zone where, like, he could only see the ball. That's it.
That shit was probably Adderall.
That's just sad. Boop, boop.
If it makes you feel better, I'm still waiting for that jersey from Lawrence. So.
No, it does make me feel better.
Nah, that's always gonna sit with Kenny. He's gonna be talking about that forever. I'll be like, Saints got one, but the Falcons 28-3. I can't believe that. Really, I thought they were gonna do it too.
Like, honestly, Kenny, though, like, it's really not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. Like,
I'm just upset we lost. I don't care that we blew the lead. Like, we could have not.
Yeah, like, I feel like if anything, if the Falcons won, it would have got talked about less of the Falcons won and more about the fact that Tom Brady lost.
You're 100% right, though. It really wasn't. I mean, obviously, if we would have won the Super Bowl,
no chance they were supposed to win that.
You know what I mean? Here's the thing: the 2 weeks leading up to it was like brutal. No one talked. Like, the Falcons in the Super Bowl, and you wouldn't know it because all that I heard all 2 weeks was Tom Brady was playing for a Super Bowl. So when we hopped out to that lead, I was like, this is wonderful. And even watching the broadcast, they weren't talking about how great we were playing. They were talking about how Tom Brady wasn't going to win another Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was a lose-lose for us. Yeah. If we won, we weren't going to get our credit. And if we blew the lead, you're never going to hear the end of it.
Right.
How much everyone loves Tom Brady.
Man.
It's unbelievable, man.
Hey, his story sells. I mean, like, I'd do the same thing if I was the head of a department like that, you know?
When you kiss your son on live TV like that, that's what happens.
Just like
you gotta be stopped. You gotta be stopped. Yo, you gotta be stopped.
That's what.
He said guidelines?
What else we got?
Guidelines. We got shit. I don't even know about.
Tear up? Who else can I roast up?
Didn't Gio Bernard sign with the Bucks?
Yes,
great pickup.
Phenomenal pickup.
One of my favorite backs in the league too. He does it all.
I'm more worried about that Aldon Smith signing.
Yeah, you missed that. I said, Neil.
Yeah, that sounds like a personal problem. That's what it sounds like.
That Jadeveon Clowney to the Browns is no different than Aldon Smith to the Seahawks. Like everyone but like Aldon Smith has the same upside to me that Jadeveon Clowney has playing with them.
Aldon Smith's better than Jadeveon Clowney.
But I mean, that
less
could be argued.
on his body too.
Way less, and he's better than him.
Yeah.
Yes. From when he was at the Niners.
Oh,
that boy was on the
I was sick of seeing him. I was absolutely sick of seeing him every single time. We saw him I saw him 2 times a year for every year he was on the Niners, and I was over it.
He came from Missouri, right? I believe
Missouri. Yeah, he was out of nowhere. He was just like, okay, here's this 6'5" defensive edge that just crushes people.
He was a first round pick, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was insane.
But like he wasn't like super hyped up out of college.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. But he was nuts. Like
that was when that was when Cap was there, right? He just
took over. Played with Cap. He played with Cap and Alex Smith. He played with all of them.
I believe he played with Gus Smith as well.
But yes, because they call them the Smith brothers.
His story was crazy though, man. Like the chances he got was crazy.
Jay Glazer did a whole little mini biography with him. It's pretty cool. Yeah. He's legit. He's definitely. I mean, it's a Seahawks defense, so I mean it is what it is. But he played on the Cowboys defense last year, and they were ass. So
yeah, it's a clear example of why people deserve a second chance too.
Yeah, he outplayed overrated man over there.
Well, but that's what he talks about in that shit with Jay Glazer, how he was young. And he got paid quick because he was like one of the best edge rushers in the league. So he got money fast. And coming from I forget where he said he was from. He was from some slum in some southern state, and he just had nothing. Like he wore socks to school type shit. And he just got money fast and didn't know what to do with it. And that's what happens, man. That shit happens.
Man. Yep. And that's what you give them a second chance. And if they burn you a second time, they say, you know what, I tried twice and I can't help it. Okay? Or you could be a guy like Josh Gordon who gets 15 chances.
He was gone for what, 3-4 years.
Yeah, I didn't
think he was coming back. I didn't think he was coming back. Yeah, you can thank Jay Glazer for that. That man runs that gym, and he gives a whole bunch of people second chances. Like he tries to get them second chances, and they go to his gym and work their ass off there.
I love him in the Baller Show too.
Oh yeah, he's good in that. Yeah.
I watched that again. I watched the entire first season and completely fell off of it.
They did a good job with this.
Yeah, it's such a good show. And it's realistic too. Like people, if there's blogs on Reddit and shit, people talk about it and they're like, yeah, this is real life. Like this is what happens. Like these famous ass sports athletes
are stealing their money.
Yeah, bro. Like these sports agents, they were on Reddit talking about this is what happens. Like you sign somebody big like this and they just take you out to strip clubs and yachts and everything, mansion parties, crazy. And it's just insane. You just lived a life. You lived the life of an athlete without being an athlete, pretty much.
I was sitting there just watching it when it first dropped.
That's why all frat boys turn into agents.
I'm like, yeah, this is authentic. You can tell. And Denzel's son did a good job too.
Yeah, and Mark Wahlberg, he made most of that shit too. Mm-hmm. And it was just a good story all around. It was a great show.
Shout out to HBO, man.
Continuously drops heat.
Always. They do nothing but drop heat.
Except season 7 of 8 in Game of Thrones. Don't get me started.
Listen, somebody in that room was like, we don't want to put no more money in this, and we want it over. There was that one person that had mad power, and they won.
Yeah, the dude who wrote the books. He said, y'all going to hurry up and finish this shit.
It's 9:40. If we start talking about Game of Thrones right now, it's not going to end until 12:40, so don't get me going, please. Yeah. Switch the subject quick.
All right, I'm gonna say one thing about Game of Thrones. No rebuttals needed. Bro, they needed a more backstory to the.
You can't say shit like this and tell me no.
They needed a backstory to the White Walkers, man. Like the shit was trash. But that's it.
Wait, the thing is, we waited 8 seasons to learn about the White Walkers and never learned about them.
Bro, hold up. They really had Jon look at him and then didn't do nothing. They didn't even get the fade like in the middle of everything. I'm sick of it. But all right, we're going to the next thing here. Kevin James is gonna be playing Bounty Leader Sean Payton in this movie. I think it's gonna be cool to see what it.
The movie's probably gonna suck.
It's probably not gonna be that good, but it's
probably gonna suck.
It's not going to theaters.
When's the last time you watched a good football movie?
A good football movie?
Besides Friday Night Lights, Remember the Titans, the classics.
I wouldn't even say this is technically a football movie because
it's a movie about him being the coach of the Saints.
No, it's not. It's about him being the coach of his son's youth football team the year he was suspended. So even worse.
For the bounty, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's not even worse.
I might not even watch it.
I'm not watching that shit. What the fuck? I wouldn't watch that shit.
And they got Kevin James playing Sean Payton. Give me a break. That's a joke.
Like him a little bit.
Oh yeah, quick glance, like
I don't know what quick glance you guys, but Lawrence is also blind, so
I got contacts in right now, bitch.
Lawrence used to sit in statistics in the second row, squinting like this because he couldn't see the board and wouldn't wear glasses.
All right, man.
So if Lawrence thinks that Kevin James looks like Sean, Payton.
Bad eyes. I got contacts in right now. I'm good.
Good question. What type of movie genre is it? Is it going to be like,
who fucking cares?
It's probably not going to be that good.
It's like a family drama, not really drama, but it's supposed to pull on your heartstrings.
Is it
like a Blindside type movie?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Did the trailer come out or anything?
Nah, but that's like what I gathered from everything I read.
They haven't even started filming it yet. They just brought that shit out and just said, "Hey, Kevin James is probably going to be Sean Payton."
It'd be interesting to watch.
Listen, honestly, like movies that's early in production sometimes don't even like see the light of day.
They don't even make it. Yeah, they start to lose funding and shit, and like they start to see traction. And they start to show people those like, nah, that's it for us.
No one wants to watch that. Like I don't even think
it's not. Yeah, it's not even gonna be that great. Like. Now, if we talking about a movie about the bounties where they was putting $50K,
that's what I thought it was going to be about.
$50K on their head.
I would have watched that.
Everybody watched that.
We're talking.
I still stand by it. Like fuck it. Like,
we know you do it. You guys are dirty, so
you're scumbags.
Listen.
Speaking of scumbags,
if I was getting paid for touchdowns, what?
They weren't getting paid for touchdowns. They're getting paid to hurt people.
What is the same thing?
No, it's not. It really isn't. Not at all. It's really not.
It's the same thing. In principle, it is, but morally, it's terrible. It's not the same. In principle, it's the same. Morally, it's not.
No, it's principally not the same.
Not the same.
Not morally, it's not
anything. Not the same.
They're not the same. You gonna try harder?
It's really not. But I mean,
I promise y'all taking that $50K if they say go knock it.
I didn't say I wouldn't take it. I'm just saying it's not right.
Bro, looking back at that season, that shit was so true because I was watching the games and I'm like, yo, why the fuck are they knocking them out like this?
They ended Brett Favre.
Like, all I'm saying is that Vikings game in the Dome,
they killed him.
Bro, they were murdering him.
I'm just saying that ring is invalid in my eyes because let's think they won it during the Bounty Gate year. Just saying, they cheated.
Next subject, please.
They cheated.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Can I see what Brett Favre said?
That ring has an asterisk. What'd you say, Phil?
Did you guys hear what Brett Favre said in a recent interview? I believe.
About
what?
Keeping politics out of sports and stuff like that. I just want entertainment. I don't want to hear anything outside of the game.
Right.
AKA, if you don't agree with me, shut your mouth. But if you agree with me, say whatever you want.
Right. And the same person that sent unsolicited pics to different reporters and stuff like that. But he has
but he's the guy I'm gonna listen to for my moral compass. Okay.
Right. I didn't expect to hear anything from Brett Favre, but he just came out of nowhere saying, "Oh, this shouldn't be allowed in football. It's just a game."
Don't go wear his Walmart jeans and make more commercials.
Yeah.
You stick to football. I don't need you to tell me what jeans
to wear. Stick to your fucking Wranglers.
Right. That's how dumb he sounds.
Neil.
Huh?
That's the jeans you wear.
Pussy.
Neil got a closet full of Wrangler boot cuts.
Them shits be. You feel like you put on starch pants and shit.
I don't even wear jeans. Never.
You got jeans in your arsenal?
No, I'm too fat.
What's wrong with you?
I'm too thick, bro. I can't find jeans that fit me. That's a problem.
What does that mean?
I got weird legs.
You got tree stumps.
I got thick thighs and big calves. Like, it's hard to find jeans that fit me. That's weird.
What, bro? Bro, get somebody to make some custom shits.
Bro, I need to get custom jeans. Exactly. I need to get some fucking crazy custom fitted
American Eagle, like.
Hey,
forget about them.
Anybody watching who's a designer, get my man some jeans, please.
I don't want jeans. I got like 2 pairs of jeans. That's it, and I wear the same 2 pairs.
That's a bad job.
But you guys
bad
like a part of a
he said I got the same 2 jeans. Them shits went from dark denim to medium wash to light wash.
I don't ever wear them, so they stay the same.
My man Rick's in the chat said he got all legs and hips.
That's true. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a factorial. It's a factorial statement.
So you got no, bro. You can get online, bro, and
not fucking with them. I got golf pants for days. They're the most comfortable pants ever.
Nah, but that's funny you said. My brother hasn't worn jeans literally since we were in like 7th grade, or he was in 7th grade.
I never fucked with jeans like that. I just never fucked with them, you know.
He wore sweatpants every day of high school.
You got jeans on right now? You relax in jeans? That's psycho shit.
What do you? Nah, I got back from somewhere though, so like, you feel me?
I wore jeans to the office today.
Yeah, like. Jeans aren't that bad. It depends on what you, because I'm not wearing no skinny jeans. I ain't doing
skinny jeans. What is this, 2012?
What
people still wear them.
What Jay-Z said? Can't wear skinny jeans. My knots don't fit.
I don't have any knots, but if I did, they still wouldn't fit.
Y'all crazy, bro. All right, man. Basketball. We're gonna go right to the title of the thing, man. Kevin Durant with the Twitter fingers. Real life, say you're gonna beat people up over coffee.
Can I just start this, please?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Because I mean, I understand like he's annoyed, that Shannon was talking trash, but I saw this comparison, and I hate to constantly bring up LeBron James, but I just have to. I have to for this case.
Just like Shannon.
But you're right. But I just because Kevin Durant watches. But you're right, because Kevin Durant watches the show every day or hears something about the show every day, just like I'm sure LeBron hears every day about how Skip is always lying on his name and saying outlandish shit, and has been for the past decade. And LeBron don't like respond. Like he might make a thing once in a while, like he made the Instagram story once and then call him like Shrimp Bayless or something. I'm not even sure if that was LeBron now that I'm thinking about it. But anyways, little subtle things maybe here and there. This dude Kevin Durant gets all in his feelings and feels like the world is supposed to like worship the ground you walk on. Like, bro, these guys are paid to get views. And they're going to do what gets views. Shannon knows if I talk about Kevin Durant, I'm going to be trending on Twitter for the next week, so I'm just going to do it. Don't feed into his nonsense if you don't like it. Like, I don't understand what does – grow up. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, you're sensitive. He's right. You are.
Yeah. I mean, and going off of that, I mean, Shannon did use, quote that wasn't his, but at the same time, Durant got developed thicker skin than that. Yeah.
And the thing is, there's a way he could respond to that. He could be like, yo, like, if you're going to talk about me, at least use a real quote. Like, he came at him, like, hard, like, ready to start a fight. Like yes, because I'd be upset, too, if someone's misquoting me. There's nothing wrong with trying to correct it. But the way that he went after it, it's like, bro, come on now.
He feeling after that Michael Rappaport issue that he can say anything he want now.
Really, though.
That man was tripping.
Bro, let me say something about Kevin Durant. Grow the fuck up.
And this coming from a Nets fan, people.
Grow up.
Kevin Durant's my favorite player. This is why I cannot say he at any point has ever been the best player in the world because of things like this.
Grow up. Stop being such a pussy. He's weak-hearted. Like, you're soft, man. You put your heart off your sleeve. Stop being a little pussy. It's crazy. Since day one, he's been a bitch. It's insane.
When we learned he had a burner account, that told you all you needed to know about Kevin Durant.
Boy had a burner account.
And the thing, he's never come out and denied that.
He definitely got bullied in school, Ricardo, for sure. That's a fact. He got bullied in fucking school. Hundo P.
Nah, but he really does, like, the way that he responds to things now, he does come across that kid that was, like, bullied, and now he's got all the power, so he's like, I'm going to bully you now.
Yeah, exactly.
Until he grew to be 7 foot. And they're like,
he's still a pussy.
Kevin, be my friend. NBA. I don't know. I thought it was just wild. I didn't see the full exchange between him and Shannon yet. But I just kind of saw it trending. I just think it's funny. Shannon is Shannon, and he's pretty much a bronsexual, so he's gonna fight for his guy to the end, regardless of anybody that says so.
And people gotta remember, Shannon is a character. Like all these guys, like Skip Bayless, Shannon, Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman. Like, this is not 100% who they really are. Like, yes, it is partially who they are, but they're also playing a character on TV because it's still a TV show that needs ratings and views. So you played right into his hand, Kevin Durant, because guess what happened the next day after you did this? You don't think his ratings are through the roof because everyone wants to see how Shannon's going to react to it. So you played right into Shannon Sharp's hand. Congratulations. Good job.
That boy is sensitive.
Yeah, he is a little baby boy.
Who we got in this viewing? We only got Rick really commenting right now. I know Otto said he was going to be joining in here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to IBTE Sports Podcast on IBTE Network. Why is my camera going blurry? I don't know.
Like your eyes, blurry like your eyes.
Shut the fuck up. I got contacts in right now. I can see everything. All right? When I take them out, that's when I'm like this. Well, right now, I'm good. You feel me? I definitely got to have contacts on at night. I can't see anything at night. It's bad. It's bad.
I want to buy MLB The Show on PS5 so bad. You guys don't even fucking understand.
So I guarantee you by the weekend he has it.
I don't know if I can wait.
Why you gotta wait?
Because it's free on Game Pass on Xbox.
It's free on Game Pass on Xbox when it comes out, the day it comes out. But if I pre-order that shit and get that $100 version, I can play that shit tonight. I get them diamond cards. Like, oh, fuck.
That sound like a decision's already made. You're gonna buy it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not. I refuse.
Why? You probably already pre-ordered this shit.
No.
Raise your hand if you're playing MLB The Show tonight.
I'm not. I don't have a system.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, I can't do it. We're going to have some IBTE MLB The Show leagues coming up for sure.
Yeah, we'll send you pictures in the chat of our diamond team.
Does this mean I got to go and get a system now?
Yes.
Put some effort to it?
Yes.
They got like 2.5 attempts from me during that whole thing.
Just go get a PS4 Pro. You don't even need to get a PS5. Just go get it.
I'm not sure you can play with us, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's cross-generation.
Yeah, cross-platform. It's the same.
No, it's not.
I'm not taking that advice from you. Because I had me spend my goddamn money and I can't even play the game.
They're different on next-gen and current-gen. It's just like Madden. Like, they have last-gen version and the current-gen version. Or next-gen version.
You can only play, like, Xbox Series, whatever it is, and then PS5.
So when I play somebody in FIFA on my Xbox Series X, they have an Xbox Series X too?
Yeah.
Correct. Because now it's updated to the next gen version. Before December 6th or whenever, you were playing people that had a Xbox One. Now the current gen version, you're only playing people that are on Series X.
Bro, just so y'all know, I'm just letting y'all know it's a very strong. I mean, it's possible that I missed the playoffs in the IBTE Fantasy Basketball League.
Let's get it.
Could you imagine?
Let's talk about it.
It's very possible. I'm down 7-4 to Nigel's team right now, and I'm in 4th place.
Yeah, because that 7th place team is not far out.
So,
hey, could you tell me what the score is in my matchup and who I'm playing?
Let's see. we got Zoes and Hoes up 6-4 on Baller Central.
Okay. Phil, what's your team name?
It's Mob Squad.
No.
I said Mob Squad.
Oh, so you're gonna miss the playoffs then? Oh, okay.
Most likely.
Bro, I might be done. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I might be done. I mean, the matchup is close and a whole bunch of shit, but like,
why are you saying you're done?
I might miss the playoffs.
Because if the people below him are winning their matchups, they're going to jump him.
Yeah, they'll jump me. I need to be 6 or up to make the playoffs.
How many games left?
That's it. This is the last week. This is it. Playoffs start next week. Yeah.
So who do you need to turn up right now?
I need my whole fucking team to turn up. I need to not lose. If I win, I'm in. But if I lose, there's a good chance I miss.
Crazy.
Bro, Carl D. Towns just took the whole week off. Like, he just stopped. He just didn't play basketball this week. Paul George is like, my team is just ass. I just lost Richaun Holmes for 3 games. That's a huge loss. Like, I'm done. I'm done. My team didn't get hurt until the very end of the season. And it's so crazy to me. That's so crazy to me.
3 people playing in my fucking lineup right now.
Anthony Davis come back.
Back it up.
Lawrence, I'll do a trade.
No.
The trades are done.
I'll do a trade for $10.
Just drop them, then I'll pick them up first.
No.
You got cash up?
That's how you get on Barstool.
Cash at me $10. I release everybody. CJ too.
Can't do it.
CJ's on the can't drop list. Yeah, AD might not be because of the injury.
AD's on the can't drop list.
Oh yeah.
I'll send you $10 immediately.
You have to wait for him to be out for rest of year. I think it's like out for a year or something like that. There's a designation they give him that makes him droppable.
I'll send you that.
Yeah, so we'll update the standings next week after this week is played out and just let y'all know what's happening. But it's not looking good for the boy. It's whatever.
Phil's gonna wake up like, yo, that's crazy. He didn't get in. He's talking all that shit.
That's fine. That's fine. That's what happens, man. Listen, fantasy basketball is if it comes in, like, if you get somebody that's injured, it's over for you, man. That's what happens.
But we said 1 week can literally make or break your season.
Literally 1 week. That's what happens. 1 week. It's crazy. It's whatever.
Who's the top 6 right now?
What'd you say?
Who's the top 6 right now?
Top 6 hasn't changed since last week.
Man, going from there, let's talk about the season a little bit. We got Jamal Murray tore his ACL.
Tragic.
Pretty bad.
Tragic. What do you think?
So instead of the conference finals, they might go out in the second round.
It's just terrible.
They weren't getting to the finals anyways.
That's just, I think it affects Jokic the most. You know,
that just strengthens his MVP case, though, to be honest. Because he's gonna have to do even more to, face the production of Murray.
What seed are they right now? What, 3rd or 4th?
I'm not sure. I know the Jazz are still in first, but I'm not sure who.
You know how that's gonna end up.
The Jazz.
They're pretty much gonna be the 2015 or 16 Hawks.
So you'll see.
The Jazz are like
Nuggets are in 4th. We got Jazz, Suns, Clippers, Nuggets, Lakers. You got the Chris Paul effect over there in Phoenix. That's fucking insane that they're in second place with that.
The Jazz are like the Titans.
That's a good comparison.
Like
they're always gonna make the.
They got a good team
always
and
be
they're always there, but never get over the hump.
You might never pick them to win the finals.
You know what though? Like, we talk about the addition that the Suns made with adding Chris Paul. How about the addition the Jazz made with adding Mike Conley? Like, that is such an underrated addition that they had for that. Took pressure off Donovan Mitchell. It just puts another veteran guy that knows how to play basketball, knows how to play point guard. One of the most efficient point guards we've ever seen as far as turnovers and percentages, field goals, free throws, 3-pointers, and they just added him for nothing. Like, they're just like, here you go. Here's Mike Conley. And
struggling with that whole point guard position ever since Darren Williams left. So.
Yeah, definitely were struggling. I mean, they tried everybody there. Neto, Rubio, like, they tried a whole bunch of people there, and just nothing ever set.
He said Nuggets. Big Sosa said Nuggets to the finals. Cap.
Yeah. You never know. It's the finals. Anything can happen. Anything's possible.
Did LeBron retire?
I guess so.
No, I mean, that high ankle injury is no joke.
But did he retire? Because if not, I'm taking LeBron over the Nuggets, especially without Jamal Murray.
Right. I mean, for the Nuggets, you pretty much have to see Aaron Gordon step up, everyone step up, and I think they're planning on signing Austin Rivers, but I don't know how much that's going to do. So,
yeah, I mean, I think it's a wrap for them too, to be honest with you, but whatever.
So I probably agree with Kenny with the whole second round knock. I'm telling him. You could be surprised.
I think it's going to be. I think for the first time in a long time, we're going to have a really, really competitive playoffs this year. I think a lot of teams are going to take games further than they had before. Like, I don't think we're going to see many sweeps. I think a lot of the teams are evenly matched this year.
Hopefully, it's a good playoff year.
Phil, how do you like your Celtics in the playoffs?
They've won 5 or 6 straight. They've been fixing that fourth quarter problem they've been having all year, especially in like close games against the Blazers, especially. I mean, they blew up the Nuggets before Jamal Murray got hurt, and they went on that fourth quarter alone against the Nuggets. They went on a 40-8 run, which is just amazed a lot of people. But like I said, it's only regular season. If they play like this in the playoffs, they can make some noise, but it's just all smoke right now until they get to the playoffs. So I'm hoping this carries into the playoffs for them.
Do you think they get past who's their I'm talking about the Sixers? You think they can get past them?
It depends on the health of them.
Because haven't they sent them home?
Wait a minute. I'm just thinking. Wait, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off, but Denver's the 4th seed we said in the West?
Yes.
Lakers are the 5th seed in the West? They're not getting past the first round. Okay, continue. Sorry.
I mean, they might drop.
Oh, we got a lot of season left. We got a lot of regular season left.
They
So
drop potentially.
I mean, we're only 50.
No, I'm just, but so. as of now, okay. Sorry, we continue. Sorry.
He said I was just checking.
Yeah,
do math.
We're about to get them boys up out of there.
Yeah, with the whole Sixers and Celtics matchup, because we've pretty much seen that matchup almost every year in the playoffs, basically. They somehow end up matching up against each other, and the Celtics have been the better team as of late. But with the way the Sixers have been playing with Embiid, and Simmons has been improving as well, because apparently if he shoots with his right hand instead of his left hand for threes, he's a lot better. So I mean,
nuts,
crazy, and he's left-handed, so maybe he needs to put his shooting sleeve on his right arm, because I have a shooting sleeve on. But I'm pretty good point. But I mean, it can be a tough matchup.
Did they say somebody was telling me LeBron is a lefty?
Someone was saying that. I think it was not on your live.
Yeah. I think Juan was saying that. Jawan. Yeah. He was saying LeBron is a lefty.
I want to say I listened to something where LeBron said that he does everything left-handed except for shoot basketball.
Huh. I gotta see a video of him do something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I want to say I did read that somewhere. Like now that you say
watch him do shit with his left hand all the time. Just watch him make a layup or a dunk with his left hand. That's why he's so good at all that shit. He could do everything with his left hand.
Yeah, I heard that from the IG though.
Yeah, I
wonder if LeBron is good at golf. He probably isn't, right?
They're probably a golf
team. You never know.
Like Steph Curry's nasty at golf.
What seed do you guys think the Knicks will have at the end of the season?
No idea how I became a writer.
Wait, here's LeBron talking about it.
It's probably Michael Jordan.
Guidelines.
Penny Hardaway.
He became a righty by watching guys like Michael Jordan and his favorites because they all shot with his right hand, so he tried to mimic them. But he's left-handed.
That's crazy. I'm making my I had my sister make my nephew a lefty.
Shout out to Big Sosa.
That's how I forget who it was. I think Phil Mickelson learned how to play golf left-handed by watching his dad. Like his dad taught him how to play golf in like a mirror situation. So like Phil would watch his dad play, so he learned how to play left-handed like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. If we're talking about the Knicks, I think the Knicks could jump all the way up to the 4th seed. To be honest, they are playing insane basketball, and like they don't have a terrible roster. The Hawks are slumping, and John Collins is hurt. So I could definitely see the Celtics falling and then the Hawks falling and the Knicks jumping both of them.
The Celtics falling.
Yeah, the Celtics are garbage. They're just really not that good. I'm not on the train. I'm not on the hype train with the Celtics.
Well, we said it all year. The Celtics need what they needed to add, and they didn't add it. So
has Fournier played more than 4 games for them?
Yeah, he's still in the protocol thing.
Yeah, he's
I mean, I'm hoping Robert Williams ends up being that center because he's been playing well in like his moments, but obviously we need more than that.
Tyson's been playing real well.
Yeah, I mean with the Knicks, I see them probably being like maybe between the 6th or 8th seed.
6th and 8th seed.
They could be a 6. Because I think the Hawks will fall, but I feel like some other teams. I think Miami could climb up. Some other teams could climb up, but Maybe it's just my bias as a Celtics fan. I like the Knicks, but
maybe.
Definitely your bias of the Celtics fans.
I mean, there's no bias, bro. Come on. It's not that.
Bro, speaking of bias on podcasts, I was watching this podcast the other day. It's a Seattle Seahawks podcast. Like, they are Seattle Seahawks fans, diehard, right? And they shit on every single team in the NFC West except for the Seahawks. And it is absolutely disgusting to watch. And I don't know how they get viewers.
Wait, hold on.
It's bad.
I know somebody like that.
No. I can admit that Russell Wilson is an MVP caliber quarterback, and I can admit this shit here and there. But like this, like they're saying some out of their ass type shit. Like, oh, the addition of Matthew Stafford did not make the Rams better. Like,
we don't know.
Oh, I saw. Yeah.
I think I retweeted it. Yeah. It's like, oh, the Rams are gonna be the Rams. They're gonna be in 4th place next year, and like they all were like, yeah, we agree. Like I was like, what?
It's something new. We never know.
I just think it's funny. That's all. But I like how we're unbiased on this podcast. That's all. That was the point that I was trying to make.
I pride myself in being unbiased.
Absolutely, same here.
Yes, for sure.
I don't know about you.
This is coming from the guy. This comes from the guy that said scoring touchdowns is the same thing as purposely going out there and hurting people, so it was okay. But you're right. No bias here.
Absolutely.
But I did say at the end of it, like, I realized that shit actually was happening. That shit was crazy. But hey, man.
Can I just throw something out real quick? Can I just talk about just on a personal note? I just would love to speak about Shohei Otani real fast. For you guys that don't know who he is, he's a two-way, possible 3-way sensation that plays for the Los Angeles Angels. He is tied in the league this year so far for stolen bases. He has one of the highest pitch velocities and can drop his velocity down to like what Kenny was like 68 miles an hour. I think he hits a bat. He's got, I think, 6 home runs on the year so far. He's batting like 400.
He's a pitcher?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a pitcher.
So when you started mentioning him, he started coming up on, I think Bleacher Report started posting him because he was hitting bombs or whatever.
Oh, he's filthy.
For the past like 2 weeks, I kept seeing his name. So
yeah, I don't know if Bleacher Report was doing it or if it was just me flooding the timeline.
It was like this was on Instagram too.
Oh,
Instagram,
okay.
I saw this too.
Okay, yeah. So he's got he's batting .340 with 10 runs scored, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. That's a pitcher, by the way. He's a pitcher. Like, that's his primary position is pitcher.
Who bats third in the lineup?
He bats second, and Trout bats third.
He bats second. Okay.
Yeah. Trout bats
still
third.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's pimping. Trout never can hit him in because he's always
so in baseball, you have an option to obviously use the.
He's playing DH.
But if he's pitching that day, I think he doesn't hit.
No, he does this year.
He does. Okay, yeah, because in the past they didn't because they wanted to use DH.
Yeah, is there certain games that like DH is allowed or
no all year as long as the American League team is the home team?
Yeah, it's a position now.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, I always thought it was something different, but
the only thing about Shohei that's a knock on him, like currently, is his health. Like he's only pitched once this year, or I think twice this year, and now he's like they're gonna shut him down for a little while, pitching wise, because of a blister on his finger.
Well, and the thing was too, like before he had to have Tommy John, but they didn't want to have him have Tommy John because
they
wanted him to play in John. Right. Yeah. So he didn't actually get the Tommy John. They were hoping that it would just heal itself, which is the same mistake the Yankees made with Masahiro Tanaka, and now Tanaka still has elbow problems. So it's one of those things where eventually they're just gonna have to bite the bullet and say you're not playing baseball this year.
He got the surgery. Yeah. He got it 2 years ago, I think. So he has the surgery, but anyways, I just want to throw that out there. I've been high on him all year. Been high on him for like 4 years now, like 5 years now. I would love to see him do the home run derby this year. I think he can potentially. I mean, he's easily a 30+ home run guy.
The home run derby,
bro. You gotta love it.
The home run derby is in Denver, Colorado this year, where
that ball is going to
non-existent.
Fly.
So I need to see Otani. I need to see Giancarlo Stanton. I need to see Aaron Judge. I need to see Cody Bellinger.
Yep.
But JD Martinez.
There's a bunch of guys we're forgetting too. A bunch of guys.
Also,
But
I think
Nelson Cruz. Like, I just want guys that are going to hit the ball to Mars. Bryce Harper. Like, I want the average distance to be 550 feet.
yeah, easily. Right. Yeah, for sure.
We got Otto in the building, man.
What's good, Otto?
So what's good? Listen, it was funny though, Neil. Before we were running late and everything. It hit 9:01. He messaged me and said, "Where the podcast at?" We weren't live yet. I'm like, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we do this for, bro.
Consistency, baby.
That's why Otto's getting some gear.
He said, Denver air is crazy. Been there.
Yeah.
Shit ain't fun the first couple days.
Listen, they're going to drop absolute piss missiles. Like, the home run derby is going to be nuts.
Yeah, so like when I first started playing fantasy baseball, like one of the analysts said, you know, if you're looking for like points leagues, draft a lot of hitters that play like in the Colorado, because Coors Field is known as a hitter's field because balls just fly there. Like they just take off, like it leaves the bat and it's gone. But you know, anyways, man, Shohei Otani, man, I'm just saying.
Gotta love it. He put a nice little segue to baseball and shit.
Had to. It's early, man. We'll talk about baseball later during the season, but it's way too early.
Way too early right now.
I gotta start turning some goddamn games on, bro.
Yeah, man, you definitely should. Baseball, I mean, they're starting to make it more like friendly to watch for new people to watch. I mean, for like people like me and Kenny, like I hate the new rules, but for like newer people,
I understand why they're doing it.
Yeah, I understand why they're doing it too, like freshen up baseball and all that shit. But I think it's stupid as fuck.
Because now they got the reviews and everything too, right?
Which they still get wrong. I'm sorry. Right. Because my only gripe with reviews is if you're going to get them wrong after reviewing it anyways, take reviews out of the game. Like, it's so ridiculous. I watched the game the other night with the Phillies where the guy clearly missed home plate. They showed a review of it, and he clearly missed home plate, and they still called him safe. So if you're not going to review it,
it was the Angels game. The Angels game. He missed.
No, it was Phillies Braves.
No, the Angels happened in the Angels game too.
We got Woodman in the building. Shout out to Woodman, man.
I would agree. I would agree with what Woodman says, but you got to have some sort of stock in the game. Like for example, playing fantasy baseball definitely helps you get attached more. Yeah. Like playing daily fantasy, like FanDuel, DraftKings, stuff like that. And I would say what got me into baseball big time was playing the show Diamond Dynasty. Like as soon as I started playing Diamond Dynasty and getting to know each player more, I was more invested in the game, and that's when I started playing fantasy.
The home run derbies.
I got the whole group to buy the show one year in the summer, and it wasn't even purposely. They were just like, "Oh, we need a game." I was like, "Oh, I've been playing the show recently." So then Lawrence bought it, Woodman bought it, Darren bought it, Rosales already had it, and I had the whole group playing the show.
We're in home run derby over and over again all night, like for hours, playing, like picking different hitters. We don't know who is what. We just picking people. That shit was really fun.
We did the fantasy league. The worst thing we ever did was the fantasy league with Legends.
Yeah, baseball is really fun. That movie, the show is really fun
too, because
you got to know how to hit the ball.
Yep. Exactly.
And you got to have that discipline. Because if you just swing at anything, I'm going to throw every pitch in the dirt. I don't care. I'm a troll.
He said unless you're playing it, I don't know. Like I think back to like baseball, like when I was younger, and then like before the whole nonsense and just
fuck you, Woodman.
I had a lot of fun playing playing the actual game. So,
yeah.
Like I have
practices were ass. But
I love practice for everything.
Right. Yeah, I
love practice.
Them Ed Hinkle practices are popping because we just do whatever we wanted.
That was different.
He said I can't look at Neil and not see Dylan.
I already said fuck you, Woodman, to that, so it's okay. Let us move on.
Yo, you're stupid, bro.
Yeah, you're fucking stupid.
Yo, y'all funny as shit. But Otto, yeah, we're gonna, man. Things are cooking up, man.
Lawrence can't run a Warzone tournament anymore, man. He tried it; it wasn't as successful. He's got to take another look. He's got to figure out what's going on.
I'm not gonna even comment to that.
Neil just salty that he lost.
Yeah,
I didn't even come close.
Woodman's in here to bring the energy tonight.
He chose violence.
He chose He chose violence. Oh man. What you got, man? What topic you trying to hear us debate about? Because he hasn't been in here. I think he came in like one of the first lives. Yeah. What about you, Otto? You got anything? We went over football and everything that happened.
We can talk about what Mark Cuban and Luka Doncic is saying about the whole play-in tournament for the NBA. If it's a good idea.
Never gonna happen.
Wait, what
do you mean? It already did happen. It got approved. It's happening this year.
Yeah.
Wait, what was you talking about?
The play-in tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it last year in the bubble. They're doing it again this year. If you're within the 8 to 10 seed, you're within X amount of games, you get put in a play-in tournament for the 8th seed.
I think it's stupid, personally.
It's dumb because to me, then you're telling me that the first, or wait, no, it's 7 to 10. I think
7 to 10.
Yeah, 7 to 10. And you go in a play-in. So pretty much you don't. If you're the first 10 seeds, you make the playoffs. Then is almost essentially what you're telling me. Like they call it a play-in tournament, but it's not. It says the first 6 teams get a bye.
Now we didn't drop the mocks yet. We're gonna be doing a special.
What are we doing? 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks we're doing it, and then we'll release it the Thursday before the draft.
Yep. We're doing it next weekend.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
Oh, Neil, by the way, I found where they sell them White Claws.
Oh,
the 8% ones.
Wait, they're out?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's go.
Kenny, commercial drives clips. We in there.
Get them an ASAP.
The special edition White Claws, the 8%.
8%. Y'all buy
the White Claws surge.
Kenny, go as soon as you can. Get them shits before they sell out. We got to have them on deck. That's a must have.
I might have to go grab some out here too. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that. It said 8%. I said, oh yeah, they turning the game up. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a must.
Bro, that's a must. Listen, that's not seltzer anymore. That's a mixed drink.
Pretty much.
That's a local.
That's a local. Yeah, that's
8%. 8% seltzer.
Grab snacks. So. Yeah.
Hey man, yeah, we're gonna be actually shooting that in Utica. We're gonna be. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it live yet. We potentially could do it live. I gotta work some things out.
I don't know if we should do it live. To be honest with you, you might get sloppy.
So you want me to work harder? I'm one take Drake over here. Like we
might have to do some editing on this.
Editing. Oh man.
We'll on Neil's end because
we could go live on like our personal Facebook or something for fun.
I know when Neil gets the actual mics and he gets the headphones on, he's gonna lose his fucking mind. He's not gonna stop talking. Because that feeling when you got the mic and then you got the headphones and you can hear yourself talking.
I can hear myself talking right now.
But I'm saying this is different. We're gonna be in the same room.
That's those mics, bro. Kenny, that's those mics. They're not the same mics that I have.
No, they're not. Dynamic.
What is women talking about? Women, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Mill got all the excuses. Jeez, real Rams move.
It just doesn't make sense. See what? I didn't make any excuses about anything. What the fuck? What do you mean?
What if that might pop up during the mock draft? Maybe we give him the Vikings pick. Special guest pick. Bye.
Special guest pick.
He ain't about to ruin my draft.
No, he ain't getting no special guest nothing.
He could be Roger Goodell. He can announce our picks.
All right. I guess that's a no. Y'all funny as shit, bro. Man, we had A-Rod partially purchased.
Timberwolves. Yeah.
Him and a partner.
And Edward.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
The Timberwolves.
Let me tell you, the funniest thing in the world though was, remember when they interviewed Anthony Edwards earlier in the year? He said, "I played baseball as a kid. I know baseball."
He's like, I don't know who Anthony Edwards is.
He goes, I don't know Alex Rodriguez. I don't know nothing about baseball. Bro, you told me you could have went pro in baseball 4 months ago.
No, man, that's funny as shit. But I think that's dope. We definitely need to see more of that happen. Players owning teams and everything like that. If they can make it happen.
A-Rod tried to buy the Mets.
We touched on that already, Otto. We hit that earlier today.
Well, LaMarcus we didn't talk about that.
You did, the group chat did, but not in the podcast.
We talked about LaMarcus Aldridge?
No, that was the group chat.
Oh, we talked about Edelman.
I was gonna come back to.
That's my bad. I forgot. I knew we talked about somebody retiring. I just remember who it was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we already talked about Edelman retiring.
Yeah, but with Marcus Aldridge though, it's
just a shitty. I mean, it's just a shitty situation.
Crazy.
I hate to see anybody get their career cut short due to like health reasons, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, good for him to step away from the game and not risk his life playing. Yeah. I mean, definitely a hard decision to make. We're gonna miss him on the Nets, but you know,
in a heart condition at that.
It's life. Yeah, you got. I mean, Kenley Jansen suffers from kind of the same condition, the closer for the Dodgers, but he still plays, but he got cleared to play.
And it's also a different kind of like he goes out there and just has to pitch. Marcus Aldridge has to run up and down a basketball court. Like.
Yeah, he does. He has to play minutes. He retired because he got bodied by Drummond. Don't make excuses for him. Okay, fair enough. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but I mean, I'm just saying what the man said. He came out and said he got diagnosed with some sort of heart condition. Now he can't play.
The last game he played was like
wouldn't been taking no prisoners tonight.
Isn't it wild? But like literally, basketball has saved. Like this is like two people we've seen the past year could have saved their life. Like we had LeVert when he got traded, they found the mass on his kidney, and then Aldridge. You know, I'm guessing it's a routine physical with the team, and hey, you got a heart condition.
It's crazy. Phil probably found it.
Oh, shout out to Phil Nugent. Probably found that shit.
So how does it affect the Nets?
It definitely. I think it makes the Nets better because we'll get Nicholas Claxton some more playing time.
I don't think it makes really much of a difference.
I don't think so either. He was playing like 20 minutes a game. I really wasn't doing much. He was taking back-to-backs off.
Brown
in 5. Yeah, Brown in 5.
The Nets might not get past Philly.
Stop it. Stop it. All of you, stop that.
Put the bread up. I don't think they're going to get there.
Oh, my God.
I just don't think they get there. But
okay. Hey, I don't know about basketball. But hey.
I put money up on it. I got money on the Lakers. That's what I'll do.
I have money on the Lakers as well.
Yeah. He knows.
It hurts coming from a Celtics fan, but I do.
I was going to say, that's a Celtics fan telling you that, bro.
But Brownie.
I mean, it means more minutes for DeAndre Jordan, who they completely forgot about. Like when
you don't need DeAndre Jordan in the game ever. It's Nicholas Claxton's time to shine. Put him in the game. He's a fucking monster.
You guys do need.
Kenny, who did Nicholas Claxton play for in college?
Y'all crazy in the chat.
Do you know or no? Off the top of your head?
Top of my head, I do not. If I see it, it'll come back to me. But...
Well, I'll look it up and tell me if you remember him.
Nick Claxton could be one of your guests who he played for.
He went to Georgia.
Oh, but nice to know.
Was he good?
To be honest with you, no. He got picked in the second round. He was the second to last pick in the NBA draft.
True.
He was one of those guys that wasn't even projected to get drafted. That they're like, oh, you got drafted? Good for you. Didn't see that one coming.
We can double back, bro. We can double back for the weekly faithful. Otto wanted our opinions on Clowney. I'll go first. My opinion on Clowney is he's still riding high on that hit in college when he knocked that kid's helmet off, got into the league, has the intangibles. He's 6'5", ran a 4.4, 4.5, and now teams that are starving for an edge rusher forget that he hasn't really produced in the league. But going to the Browns may be a good situation. You got a young stud in Myles Garrett, Sheldon Richardson, and you got Malik Jackson, and he completes that other edge rusher. So I think it'll be good for him to go to the Browns, see what he can do, more speed and everything like that. But honestly, you need to see more from him. Like I don't think it's like that crazy yet. Like that's what we were saying earlier. So
yeah, just to add on that, I mean, it's not the greatest pick of the offseason, or like it's not the person that we expect him to be, but it's worst case scenario is some like added depth to that Browns defense. So I mean, it's better than nothing. So.
And I feel like this could be the year where he breaks through and it proves people wrong.
Yeah, I just feel like based off of what we've seen from him so far, he's overrated. So I don't think that it's. Yeah, I don't know. He had, like you said earlier, Lawrence, 2 seasons where he had 9 sacks and he hasn't sniffed 5 other than that. So I'm not sold on Clowney. He made a whole career off of killing that running back at Michigan. Michigan wasn't even good at football. So, like, he had that huge hit. That was his sophomore year. Then his junior year, he played like every other game, didn't even play every snap. So like since that hit, we haven't even seen Clowney play all the time. So I don't know, whatever. But yeah, let's keep bragging about the guy.
Yo, they're going back and forth in the chat, bro. Woodman, you gotta join us one of these nights too, bro. You gotta join us for sure. You gotta definitely join us. Y'all are funny.
Oh
bro.
man.
Woodman don't want that. He said Dick Glizzy General.
He is the Glizzy General. I just don't think Clowney does anything for them, to be honest with you.
No, I struggle to. Lawrence asked me earlier, Neil, who do I think has a better D line, Pittsburgh or Cleveland now? And I said I have to wait and see who they replace Bud Dupree with.
That's really close.
Because I said with T.J. Watt, Cameron Hayward, and Stephon Tuitt right now, that's pretty filthy.
That's really good.
Let me see who you're other.
Myles Garrett by himself could be Defensive Player of the Year.
So with T.J. Watt could too.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. I don't see the hype behind TJ Watt personally, but
that's what I'm saying. Because if they get some corny guy on the other side, now
that's
it's gonna be like, are you really gonna go get that 15, 16?
Yeah.
No, that's why we got to see who. But like, because I like Cameron Hayward and Stephon Tuitt better than Sheldon Richardson and Malik Jackson.
I think
that's gonna be interesting. That's a very interesting comparison. I like that a lot.
And it's another thing too, different scheme too.
Yes, so, one's a 3-4, one's a 4-3.
Cam and Tuitt, they're gonna thrive in that 3-4.
And you know what else helps is the cornerback situation, the defensive back situation, and Cleveland has the better defensive backs. So that you'll get a lot of coverage sacks now because they got John Johnson and Troy Hill just from the Rams by themselves, and then they already had good good crew there beforehand. So I like the Cleveland's defense this year, but I just don't like their offense. I just don't like Baker. Am I crazy to not like Baker Mayfield or no?
No,
last season,
not at all.
He got his turnovers down last
season. But he's.
No, I mean, again, I just don't know. I just don't know if
he's last year. I'll say it again until he proves me wrong. If Baker Mayfield is your quarterback, I'm never going to pick you to ever win anything.
Is Baker Mayfield a championship quarterback? Like that is he a championship caliber quarterback?
And that is where I struggle to. Yeah, I can't say yes.
But he wasn't in college, was he? He didn't win a championship in college.
He lost to Jake Fromm in college actually when he had to go to the championship.
Jake Fromm his team was loaded though. Baker was too.
But here
in Hollywood.
Yep, and here's my thing with Baker Mayfield too. We saw him last year have to drive down the field once against the Chiefs when they put in Chad Henne, and he couldn't. What's
wrong with you? Wow, Woodman's got some issues. He can't join this podcast.
Better than Matt Stafford. Is this Matt Stafford when he's on the Lions or Matt Stafford when he's on the Rams?
I don't care when he's saying Matt Stafford over Baker.
No, I think he's saying that because he's on the Rams now.
Yeah, that's 100% why he's saying.
But Matt Stafford has been a dog in the league, one of the best quarterbacks.
But we needed Baker Mayfield to complete one drive, 4 tries to win the game against Chad Henne, and he couldn't do it. So
that's right.
I don't know. I think like with Baker. Because I try to be fair, like, when I watch the games. So even with Daniel Jones, like, all the fans are crying. We want a new quarterback. We want a new quarterback. You're going to get a new quarterback. He's going to be in the same situation. In 2 years, you're going to say, I want a new quarterback. I want a new quarterback. Let the guys, let him play out. But Baker, what the shit he's been doing, like, he has a team now. He's got a squad. No reason to mess up. If they lose and he's playing bad, it's on him.
And I wouldn't even say, like, they have to move on from Baker yet. Like, because unless you know you're getting a sure thing, no, Baker Mayfield is better than a lot of your replacement options. But I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, because of who their quarterback is, he's going to hold them back. Like, he's not a quarterback like a guy like you have Aaron Rodgers. He makes your team better. Mm-hmm. Baker Mayfield, I'm still not sure makes your team better. He don't make you worse, but I don't think that he makes you better.
This is Baker's third year.
That's a great way to put it. Fourth. Because he came in with Lamar, right?
Yeah, because he was drafted number 1.
This is number 4, I think, right? I think it is.
Let's remember that Baker Mayfield was drafted ahead of Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. Let's just put that in perspective.
And is he better than any of them?
No. I would say the tape is still out for Darnold, but
right? Because
I'm going to give Darnold some time because that was crazy.
Because to me, Darnold is just starting his career this year. Because if you played with Adam Gase for your first 3 seasons, I'm not blaming you for nothing.
Oh, man, I am so fucking excited for football season this year. It's going to be a good year.
It's a lot of balance around the league, too.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it like this in a while.
Long time. Yeah, it's been a top-heavy league for a long time. I still think Kansas City.
Draft is when the draft happens, the whole landscape going to flip. Like, I feel like something crazy is going to happen where one of the teams that are projected to get a quarterback, they don't.
Bro, I pray to God it's the 49ers, man. I pray to God they slip up.
They do something stupid.
49ers.
We traded up to get Kyle Pitts.
Oh my God, I pray to God.
We going with Kittle and fucking Pitts. Imagine that.
I would love it. I'll be happy. Who do you think, Kenny? Who do you think they pick? You think it's Mac? I think they're going with Mac.
Here's the thing. Everything that I've read says that Kyle Shanahan wants Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
But John Lynch loves Justin Fields.
They're going with Fields. You cannot.
If they don't go with Fields, I'm gonna fucking jump for joy, man. But I think I've heard everything that they're gonna go with Mac Jones. Like everything I've seen.
Yeah, because they said that Kyle Shanahan is afraid to take a chance on a guy, so he wants a Kirk Cousins type of quarterback, right. And that's what he said. Mac. But they
have that right now. They have
Hold on. What? Wait, repeat that, Kenny.
He said he wants a Kirk Cousins type of quarterback, a guy who's not going to do too much, who's not going to, because Kirk Cousins don't take any risk. That's what he wants. They said he's out of his mind.
But
he's out of his mind.
They don't fucking get anywhere to Kirk Cousins.
I'm telling you what I read.
That doesn't make any sense. There's no way, bro. There's no way. From what they were just talking at the.
But let me tell you, like Woodman says, Mac Jones is a smokescreen. I do agree with that too, because Kyle Shanahan is also known for playing a lot of games. So
yeah, bro, there's no way, bro. He's going.
I still think it'd be crazy, but like I could see if they were talking about Trey Lance, the Mac Jones over Trey Lance and Justin Fields, I'll never understand.
So even if they go and get either or Mac Jones or Justin Fields, what do you do with the Jimmy?
You gotta trade him.
Yeah, you trade him at some point. He's not good.
Or what I've been reading, just because obviously I follow a lot of Rams people and they've been retweeting a lot of 49ers people because this is obviously a big move for them to make, right? So what I've been seeing a lot of shit from insiders saying they're going to draft Mac Jones, and they're going to sit him for a year behind Jimmy Garoppolo, which I don't know if Jimmy Garoppolo is the best quarterback you want to learn from, but he doesn't really lose that much, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. He's not the best quarterback, but he doesn't really lose. So what I've heard is that they're going to draft Mac, sit him behind Garoppolo for a year, and then move on from Garoppolo the following year and have Mac Jones take over the team.
So what actually happens, though, is they draft Mac Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo starts, and inevitably gets hurt like he always does by week 7. And then Mac Jones is your quarterback for the rest of the season. And then in the offseason.
Betting against Jimmy right now.
Yeah, because they keep saying Jimmy's our quarterback, but I think everybody in that building knows Jimmy ain't lasting 17 games this year, so –
I don't know.
You're our quarterback.
Jimmy, I don't know, if this whole thing is a smokescreen saying Jimmy's our quarterback, but really he isn't their quarterback.
That's a fact. We all know Jimmy's not the quarterback, but remember what happened when Philly openly said that Carson Wentz wasn't their quarterback? What'd they get for him?
It's true.
You cannot openly tell the league, I don't want this guy.
Or maybe what they're doing is saying Jimmy's our quarterback and just telling the league, hey, at 3, we're not drafting a quarterback. We are drafting a skill guy at 3.
But nobody thinks that that's happening. Everybody knows you're drafting a quarterback. Like, you don't trade the farm to go up and get a receiver or a tight end. Yeah, not when your quarterback is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh man, shit.
Draft's sneaking up on us, boys. That draft is coming quick. That's gonna be good.
Who's up in the chat right now? We got Rick, Otto, Woodman's in here. Anybody else join? Tuned in live right now to IBTE Sports Podcast on IBTE Network. We are live.
I bet you if I got that 3rd pick in our mock draft, I'm picking Kyle Pitts.
That's cap.
I'm picking him.
Be realistic now.
Oh yeah, no. Phil has the 3rd pick, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm picking Kyle Trask just because. I want Justin Fields fall all the way down to 15.
Justin, boy.
If Fields drops, where do you think he'll go? Who do you think will draft him?
The Lions.
No, they have off.
They have off. I forgot about that.
To be honest,
they can't get out of that.
I could see Denver possibly because I'm not sure that they're all in on Drew Lock anymore.
I don't know if Drew Lock is still their quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. So I could see Denver doing. I could see New England. I think the Falcons may actually feel the call, and somebody's may jump to 4.
Why? They just paid your boy. Why are they drafting a quarterback?
No, I just said someone's going to trade with the Falcons and jump to 4 to get the quarterback.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But the thing is too, if they love Justin Fields, and he falls to you at 4, it's tough to let a guy who you think would be a franchise quarterback go if you get him at 4.
That boy's a dog, bro. He's a dog. But Woodman right now, the top 10 is Jags, Jets, 49ers, Falcons, Bengals, Dolphins, Lions, Panthers, Broncos, and then the Cowboys.
So
looking at that top 10 right now, the only teams that need a quarterback are the top 3, and then Denver.
And Miami. I think Miami drafts him if he drops that to him. I think he gets drafted by Miami.
At number 6?
Yeah, so I think if the Jets, San Francisco, Atlanta, if they pass up on Fields, because we all know since he's not drafted a quarterback, I think Miami drafts him. I don't think he drops past 6. To be honest with you,
I think Miami drafts a player like a wide receiver.
I don't think so. I don't know. I
think that's Miami's plan is to draft a skill player. But like Neil said, I think if for some reason Fields is floating around at 6, it's very tough.
Yeah,
bro. And then like Woodman just said in there, and I know Phil is praying right now. If they can somehow get the Patriots can get up into the top 8 somehow.
Why would he be praying for that though?
I don't know.
We learned last season that team was good because Tom Brady. I'm just like, everyone thinks that this is a luxurious place to go. Tom Brady made it look like it was a luxurious place to go.
I'm talking about Fields.
Yeah, no. So I'm saying, so why does just I wouldn't be excited to go to New England right now if I were a quarterback.
He said Phil.
Oh, I thought he said Fields.
No.
Oh, I thought you said Fields. I was like, why would Fields?
I was like, what are you talking? Where are we going with this right now?
Now, the Lions are not taking a quarterback. They have 25-year-old Jared Goff locked in. They're not taking a quarterback.
They're at least giving him a year to see what they have in him.
There's no way. I honestly think I just don't think that Tua is an NFL starting quarterback. I really don't. I mean, yes, he wins games, but Miami's defense is really hard not to win games with that defense, right? So I don't see a reason why Miami doesn't. If Fields is available, or I would even say if Mac Jones is available at that position.
No, I think Trey Lance over Mac Jones.
Nah, I think the Panthers rock with Darnold, bro. Because
so do I. They just traded
for sure.
I'm not saying he's not a diamond in the rough. But he could be a very.
We got to remember,
Darnold was with the Jets.
Yeah, Darnold was a can't miss prospect out of college who happened to get paired up with Adam Gase. I'm not blaming his first 3 years in the NFL are going to be considered the lost years, and I'm going to burn the tape like how they burned the tape when Jordan came back. Burn the tape on Darnold.
Bro, listen, he came into SoFi Stadium where the Rams didn't lose all year, had the number 1 defense coming into that game, and Darnold tore him up with no offensive skill players at all. So I'm not saying Sam Darnold's a god or anything, but I'm just saying that boy can play, and the Panthers would be crazy not to at least let him rock for a couple years.
And
as an NFC South fan,
got a lot of capital for him anyway.
Because you let it be known you didn't want him.
They wanted him gone, and he won 2 games with them, right? Would they win their last season? 2 games last year, or 1 game? They won.
No, just 1.
They only beat the Rams.
Yeah, but Sam Darnold coming to the Panthers, to me, I was not happy when I was South.
That was bad, boy. That was bad. I was just like, how?
You don't draft an insurance policy at quarterback in the top 10. Though.
He went to USC. Put the tape on. The tape is there. The tape is there.
I see what you're saying, Woodman. About
the first round, you don't draft insurance in first round. That's a third or fourth round draft.
Even if you do it in the first round, you don't do it in the top 10.
You don't draft an insurance quarterback in the first round.
He said,
well, I mean, the Packers did, but they did it 30th pick.
Woodman got the live jumper
right now. On something tonight, bro. He's on some shit.
For Patty, Aaron, Lamar, and Burrow.
You can believe that, but like after a certain amount of quarterbacks in the draft, I'm not mortgaging my future when I have a guy that I know what I have in.
No, honestly, if I'm being dead ass with you, like I see 3 quarterbacks, honestly, in this draft that are NFL ready to play. That's it. I see 3. I don't see anybody outside of 3, right? You see Jones, Fields, and Lance, right?
Let me tell you, I think Jones is a smoke and mirrors. I would take Lance over Trevor over him. I think it's Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I keep forgetting about Lawrence. But I mean, I feel like Lawrence shouldn't even be in the same conversation because we all know clear-cut NFL ready to fucking go.
Well, here's
I mean, but
you say that about Trevor Lawrence, you say the same thing about Justin Fields.
Yeah,
people turn on the tape when they were in high school. They were separated by like 0.1 points. Like they were neck and neck. They're both from the same area. They went to all the camps together, and they used to trade who was the best quarterback in the camp.
That's what I said.
No. But I'm saying no. But that's my case. When people are saying, "Oh, Zach Wilson is clearly the better quarterback," and I'm not sure.
I don't even think he's
ready. If Trevor Lawrence is the clear-cut number one quarterback, then Justin Fields is your clear-cut number two. It's not debatable.
I agree with that.
He head-to-head, he cooks that boy. Outplays him. It's just plain and simple. The tape is there. The 7-on-7 camps in the actual games, it's there. Like
I don't know. Like I said,
Lawrence is the safest pick because he's 60-1.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence is going number one. If Trevor Lawrence is not going number one,
but
that's
I'm saying like the entertain the conversation of like them knocking Fields. Like he went and outplayed the overall number one pick that's going to be in this draft.
And they literally played each other head to head this season.
So I don't know what the problem is.
And Justin Fields played hurt that game and outplayed Trevor Lawrence, but we burned the tape on that game.
We've been saying this. We don't understand what the hate is with Fields. Like, why is he not getting any?
I think
what's going on?
I think they're trying to smear him so he drops. So
it's definitely it's teams like the Broncos, teams like the Patriots that need a quarterback that are later. You start throwing out these crazy wild reports that he might not be ready, and it works. It's the same way that Mitchell Trubisky got hyped all the way up to go number two. They're doing the same thing to drop Justin Fields down. It happens every draft season.
Yeah, it's if he wants it or not. I don't even know what that means.
I don't the 5 or 6 quarterbacks predicted to go in the first round. Who do you guys think will be like the Mitchell Trubisky of the draft? Out of those 5 or 6.
Wilson. Honestly, I think it's Zach Wilson.
I think it's too hard to tell right now. I
Wilson
think you have to
me a lot of money.
I would say it depends on what team they go to.
That's why, because Zach Wilson is going to the Jets.
I think if Trubisky went to a team that had a better coaching and better offensive weapons at the time, we would not see a Trubisky drop, suck as bad as he did.
That's why I said that it's going to happen to Zach Wilson. He's going to the Jets.
He wasn't that bad, but he never had anything surrounding him. He had never had a good quarterback coach. He never had a good head coach. He never had anything like that, like any type of leader around him. I mean, he had no type of backup quarterback to learn from, nothing like that. So I mean, they kind of just threw the boy in, was like, "Yo, go play football, bro," and it worked for a year because they had Nagy that knew how to call plays, but after a while, the tape is out.
I watched Wilson a lot this season because I bet on BYU a lot.
He threw to a lot of wide open receivers.
Yeah, and it wasn't the comp wasn't really that heavy.
He didn't throw them open either. Yeah. Justin Fields had to throw open his receivers. Zach Wilson was hitting wide open guys guarding each other down.
Yeah,
Justin Fields is ready to fucking go, man. I'm telling you, Justin Fields. You put an NFL helmet, put an NFL jersey on Justin Fields, he'll win you a game right off the bat. He's ready to go.
Bro, 6'2", 220, 230,
and he's fast. His game.
I just get confused. That's like you look at Justin Fields and you look at the NFL today. How could you not look at this inferior team and like your mouth not be watering and saying, "This is the guy who's going to play quarterback here for 10 years"? Like he does everything that the game is now turned into.
I'm not like I said. I'm not high on Mac Jones. Like
not at all.
I'm not.
He had the best offense. He had Najee Harris. He had Devontae Smith. Jalen Waddle was hurt all year, so I'll give him that. But he had Devontae Smith, who broke records, and Najee Harris was the best running back in college football. I could have played quarterback for Alabama.
That's another thing too.
The best offensive line in college football too.
He said you got to look at the OCs.
Defense as well.
You gotta look at the OCs and everything like that too, because
you gotta see what kind of scheme you're getting thrown into. And what's gonna matter the most to these guys is the environment that they go into, is what their offensive line is gonna look like. If you throw a guy into the NFL straight off the bat and their offensive line is dog water, and
you get what happened to Sam Darnold.
Exactly, you get pressure up your face constantly, and you can't even learn schemes.
That's what I'm saying.
A better example is actually probably Josh Rosen in Arizona, because he wasn't supposed to even start that first year, but all their quarterbacks got hurt, so had to throw him into the fire, and then he had no offensive line. Forever. So exactly.
I mean, like you got to think, like he didn't even get a chance to even learn.
I feel awful throwing dots.
I said I will still stand by this. Before that draft, I said I think Josh Rosen has the potential to be the best quarterback that comes out of that class. He was that good in college. Unfortunately, we never got a chance to see it because he got drafted to Arizona, who was garbage, and then they obviously went and got Kyler Murray, and then he goes to Miami, and they drafted Tua and did the same thing to him. So the poor guy never got a chance.
Never.
Man, oh man.
Well, it's gonna be a good year for sure. Make sure you stick with your local friendly IBTE podcast for all your NFL needs. We're here for you.
Thanks. We might do some pregame Sunday shit too.
Bro, Lawrence, we should also throw a little poll out there to see if the people would like to see us live for the mock draft or they want to see a pre-recorded type shit.
I'll be there tonight.
Just to see what the people like, you know.
I'll post it on Facebook tonight.
You know, if they want to see us live, which some people like the live experience because
we could also go live too, and then just not save that to be published after. Then Lawrence, you can go back and edit it and post the edited version, like to keep on our beat. You know what I'm saying? So they can watch live with us, and then we can just post the edited one later.
I know a lot of people fuck with the live. A lot of people fuck with live because they can talk to us. You know what I'm saying?
He said, I want a shout out on the 29th live.
Wait, that was the live we were taking off because we were going to be recording this weekend. So then we were going to give ourselves a break that day.
Any more craziness in the chat? We go back and forth on before we wrap up here. Let's see I know Woodman got something to say.
Always.
He said that's $50 for shout outs. Yeah. Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, Zelle, all that.
That's $50 per person, though. Not just that's 50.
He said you just lost your number one fan.
Chill, Otto. We'll shout you out in the pre-recorded version, and then when it gets posted on your birthday, it'll be like we're right there with you. Come on,
right?
Don't do us like that.
How funny.
Also,
let me stop. What happened?
Side note: Stephen Curry is now the leading scorer for the Warriors, passing Will Chamberlain earlier in the week. So shout out to him.
Hot take: Will Chamberlain's numbers aren't real.
He played against part-time mailmen.
No, listen, Neil. You can Google Wilt Chamberlain professional volleyball highlights. Why can I not have one single shred of evidence of his 100-point game? I'm just supposed to believe it. You didn't have cameras in that gym, but you had cameras in the gym watching play volleyball. Yeah, okay. They said that Wilt Chamberlain they said that they changed the free throw rule because Wilt Chamberlain used to jump and dunk from the free throw line. So they changed the rule. You couldn't do that. Okay. But there's no footage. I'm just supposed to believe Wilt Chamberlain is a myth. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not real.
It's like Bigfoot, bro.
He did all these things. He did all these things, but there's no footage. Okay.
There's only that picture of him.
Bro, they was like,
someone told me there's a scorebook. I can make a scorebook right now that says I dropped 100 points last night. It's not hard to do.
Kenny, they got a picture of him with the 100 sign.
Yeah, guess what? I got the same. I got the same picture.
Literally a piece of paper with the number 100.
Wait, it's not even a scorebook. It's a piece of paper that says 100 on it. And wait. He scored exactly 100 points, not 99, not 103, 100 on the dot. Okay. Don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining. I'm not stupid.
Well, on that note, thank y'all for coming out tonight.
I just want to say,
Lawrence dropped 100.
Oh, shit.
Lawrence dropped 100. Lawrence dropped 100.
I dropped 100, bro. There it is.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but Lawrence, tell the people what we got coming up. We got stuff coming up. What we got?
Oh, man. Next week, we are filming our very first in-person special. It's going to be a mock draft. We're going to draft what is it? How many picks are there?
32?
32
yeah,
picks.
32.
Some teams got 2 picks, right? I think there's a couple.
Yeah.
Right. But we're each going to...
I don't even get to pick my own team. That's sad.
What you mean?
Because the Rams don't have a first-round pick for 5 more years.
Unfortunate.
Cover the 1 and the 0 on your little world sign, and that's how many picks the Rams have in the first round.
0. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that live. It's gonna be really fun. You get to be around these guys, get a little drinking going, have some fun. Pretty much a forecast or a prediction of what we think is gonna happen with the NFL coming up for the draft, because I feel like this draft is gonna change the league significantly for the next.
You're getting the next generation.
Yeah, it's that next generation for sure.
Yeah, so it's gonna be.
Hopefully.
You said, can you want to pull up, Rick? We're going to Neil's house too. So if you serious, you can come.
Hopefully,
it's gonna be on a Saturday anyway. So
hopefully, by the time we record, like the draft order is a little bit changed. With certain teams being in the top 10 and whatnot. But
if the pass trade, I don't think it's gonna happen until draft night.
Yeah, all that shit's done.
Yeah. So just with that, I'm really excited. This is gonna be our first in person. Hopefully, we can keep it going and figure things out where we can do in person here and there, but everybody's schedule is different. On the other end of things, we got Juju's Kitchen's content's coming. Air Fresh Customs is coming very soon. He's done some special sneakers. It's gonna be wait till you see the Saints ones he got from me, man. I can't wait to post them. I'm probably gonna get them this week. And Club 157, the other podcast, more than a podcast here at IBTE Network. We're filming content this weekend, so I'm really excited for that. Shout out to the founders, Mark, Rick, and Devon. Appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do.
And yourself.
What'd you say?
And yourself. Shout out to you.
Hey, listen, I don't be doing all that. I just work through it. You feel me? And shout out to y'all too, because y'all being consistent with me, man.
Also, we got. For sure, Hundo P, definite fact that we're about to do this MLB The Show Fantasy League too. So if y'all got next gen system or any type of system, we're gonna have to do it on what though?
No, it's cross platform. Yeah, it's just you have to be on next gen.
Me, Kenny, and Neil are gonna test play MLB The Show tonight, so we'll get that. Right.
Oh wait, Neil, we gotta wait till next week to test with you.
You have to test with me next week. Y'all can test it. Wait, Phil, what you got? Phil, you got PS5?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. Okay. All right, fact. So if y'all got next gen, we will be having this live league, this fantasy league. We'll do some drafts and shit like that. So that's coming up too for us.
Yeah. So there's tons of stuff. We're just really we're not even scratching the surface right now with this. We're just trying to keep the consistency going. He said Rick said he'll buy a PS5 to whip y'all. Yeah, baseball games ain't like that, boy. The baseball games is different. You gotta run to the ball in the outfield. You don't know which modifier to throw the ball with. It's over.
I don't even know what
the baseball games are different, bro. It's
you
not
got preload. You got preload that throw. That base running is a whole other animal.
Oh, my fault, Woodman. I can't really tell. That's my fault, bro. But he said stop yelling.
I'm gonna turn this down or leave the live.
Turn it down. Yeah. But man, I don't know. Any last words from you guys? Any last words? Last words for the people.
There's a lot of shit going on outside of this that I don't really want to speak on. But if y'all follow me on Twitter, we can have a full ass conversation about a lot of the stuff that's happening outside in the real world right now. I usually speak on it, but it's just too crazy right now for me to talk about what's happening right now. So if anybody wants to have a conversation or see what I'm talking about, follow me on Twitter. See what I'm talking about. But stay safe, everybody.
What about you, Kenny? What you got?
Just stay blessed.
He said Neil's the one that yelling. All right.
Yeah. Stay blessed. Enjoy your week, and get back with us next week.
What about you, Phil? What you got for the people? Wise words.
Thank you for everyone who watches the videos, comments, everyone in the lives. We appreciate you all. Thank you for rocking with us. We'll keep being consistent with all this content for you guys.
And for me, I got time today. For what Neil was talking about, I got time. A little time. Let's stop the hate, man. It's just nonsense. It's really ridiculous at this point. It's just more and more videos that you see of just person-to-person disrespect. Just not respecting people for being a simple human being. You don't know this person from a can of paint, and you just disrespect them from their appearance. There's just countless videos that come out all the time. We got the video that came out. Now the lady's, she's going to be on, I think she's being charged with manslaughter or whatever it is. It should be murder. But that's how life goes. But one thing I want to say is very interesting, that how quick they move when it's a woman, and then the males, they take fucking forever. I want people to pay attention to how quick we saw her face on a mugshot within 48 hours of the video coming out.
She resigned. That's what happened with that. She resigned as soon as it happened. So that's a little just for that situation right there. As soon as that, like, the mayor got with them and had a meeting and was like, okay, like, what's good? And then after that meeting, she resigned. So that's why with the George Floyd type shit, he didn't resign and he wouldn't resign.
No, right. But you also had the dude, when that guy got shot in his couch because the female officer thought she was going in her home and she shot him. She was also charged.
That's a fact.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, also what you're seeing is I think the females are taking a little bit more responsibility for their actions over the males too. That's another thing. I think they're coming forward and they're saying I was wrong or so and so. But yeah, I mean, just like what Lawrence was saying, man, it's just got to stop. I mean, we've got too much gun violence. We got too much police brutality, too much social injustice, you name it. America's going crazy right now. So we just need it at the end. I just wish everybody could get along, right? I mean, how hard is it to get along?
Yeah, and if y'all want something to shake your like skeleton, go and check out the show Them on Amazon. Whoever wrote that show, the directors, they got into that room and said, fuck everything that we care about. We're gonna break every barrier, the angles of everything that's shot, the rawness of the content of the show from episode 1, from when it hits 1 second to the episode 10 at the end of it, is jaw dropping, and it's literally of shit that we go on that's still going on today, and it was going back on in the 40s, which is crazy. But the show Them on Amazon Prime, go check that out. And outside of that, I hope everybody continues to be productive, and follow your dreams, man. Don't listen to people. You can see Dogecoin is going crazy. Invest your money and don't listen to people, and apply that to life too. Do what you got to do. Do what you want to do.
That's a fact, man. I'm getting text messages from people that are asking me if it's a good idea to do something. Just do it. Don't listen to anybody else, man.
Validation all the
time. Like if you're coming to me and asking me if I think something that you have is a good idea and that you should do it, I'm going to tell you yes. Because who am I to sit here and tell you that you can't do something? Right. You know what you can and can't do. Go out and do it. If you fail, what happens? You just try something new. Mm-hmm. So just go do it, man. You got an idea, manifest it, and get it done. That's all you got to do.
And Rick just said something important too. Next IBTE conference that we have is going to be a second annual one, and we definitely got to have all three of y'all, because at that point, y'all going to be part of the backbone of why this thing keeps going, and we're on top.
I get some merch for that or no?
Some merch? Listen,
yeah, can I get a?
You're going to be taken care of. You're going to be taken care of. Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry.
I'm trying to find a promo.
Have I let you down yet?
I'm just trying to get some merch.
There's people that want merch all day, but it takes time. We're not trying to be the people to go on a shirt.
Just slap a sticker on it.
We're trying to have good quality.
Nah, Rick, I'm not trying to wear no IBTE jeans, bro. No.
We're gonna give you some jeans. And that is true.
We're gonna get you the pants like Nick Cannon. I love Don't Cost a Thing. With the Fat Farm tat.
Oh, y'all stupid, bro. But like I said, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Make sure you go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share to a friend. If they enjoy sports, if they enjoy cooking, if they enjoy entrepreneurship, if they enjoy inspiration, we got it here at IBTE Network. We got everything. We coming for everything. And for the people that think they got a health and fitness podcast, we coming for your fucking neck. We're taking every category known to man. And that's all I got to say, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace. Boom. All right, man.